You're muted, Shamika.
Sorry, everybody, about that. We are back. We just had a few technical difficulties, but we are live and we will continue with the rest of our program. Thank you for your patience.
All right, so thank you so much for that. We hope that we're still have everybody here. So now that the speeches are done, we're going to move into the final questions. This will work in the following way. Each contestant will be asked 2 questions live and on camera here from a judge, and they will have the opportunity to respond. They will be answered a serious question and a more lighthearted question. And they can choose which order they want to go in. Each contestant has selected a judge. So that was the random order. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them go in, I believe, if we do it in this way, it will be totally randomized. I'm going to ask Alyssa to ask her questions first. And if I remember correctly, that means that it's Farzana who's going to answer questions. So Alyssa has 2 questions for Farzana.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. I think I'm unmuted now. Yes? Yes. All right. Hi, Farzana. Thank you so much for the speech that you just gave, as well as the information that you gave to us privately as judges before. So do you have a preference if you want a more serious question first or a more lighthearted one?
Serious.
Okay. You have had the experience of living life as a person without disabilities and then living with a disability, and your disability, as you explained it to us, was from a car accident, which can literally happen to anybody at any time, every day of the week. As you know, I spoke about being the only judge without a disability, but working with folks with disabilities to advocate. So can you speak to when you are talking to people without disabilities about your disability and how it doesn't change who you are as a person? How do you communicate that to them, especially maybe folks who just don't get that at all?
Thank you for that great question, because that question has actually become something that I have to experience every day when I come across people outside my comfort zone, that they see my wheelchair first. I'm always on a motorized wheelchair, and they see me as a poor girl on a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe not the person that's actually sitting on the wheelchair. So to communicate with them that I'm still a person, even though I'm in a wheelchair, first thing I do is approach the people surrounding me. I try to connect with them at a human level. Just a little smile, asking them about themselves. I try to learn about them first and share about myself so that we can find a common thread. We may look different, but there's always a slight connection we can always find once we start reaching out and connecting with people. So that's what I do when I come across people, and try to connect with them first and share about myself, share my authentic self. I try not to put on a face or just act more able than I am. I share my experience as it is, so that see my personality, so that they can see me as a person. But it all starts with me trying to learn about them, so that they'll see my curiosity in them, and then there will be a reciprocation. Most cases, but sometimes if somebody is not willing to actually learn about my disability, I try to be patient and I try to understand their situation. Maybe they are coming from a place where they have not been exposed to people with disabilities. They do not know about my disability, my particular disability, and how I could be able to do so many things. They might not have seen other individuals with disabilities with high level, high functioning levels. So I try to show them my independence. I try to share with them the things I do, my background, voluntarily, so that they'll be able to know that there are people like me who may appear with high level of disability, but still we are actively contributing to the society. And we are still people who are interesting, who have interests and can contribute so much if we are given the right opportunity.
Absolutely. Great points. Thank you so much. So on a lighter side, you're a person with very serious educational backgrounds, but who are you when you're just being you without all of that, intellectual and cognitive and scientific stuff attached to you?
Love that question. I am a goofball. I love to laugh and I love making people around me laugh. I always make like silly joke, like the silliest jokes that will come to my mind, just improvisational. And without even thinking what the other person might think of me. And or people might judge me, but when I'm in a social space, I try to take it all in. And I try to just just have the experience. And I love connecting through laughs and making laugh like out of anything, any experience I'm having, whether negative or positive. And I think that also put the other person at ease. And that's how I may not get enough time to socialize, but whenever I get that opportunity, I think that's the best part of not having to think about being judged and just being myself and making the silliest comments and jokes.
Very good. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Farzana. I love silly, kooky jokes too. I have a great nephew who likes bad dad jokes, and I have a sister who posts corny jokes at work. So here's my joke for you that you can use this month. Why shouldn't you iron a 4-leaf clover? You don't want to press your luck. There's my silly bad joke that you can use.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
And I'm sorry that I messed it up in the delivery. That also happens to me frequently. All right, next we are going to ask for, Melanie to ask her questions, and that means that Mary will be answering questions. Did I get that correct? Melanie and Mary. Okay, fantastic.
All right, Mary.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi. So I'll start off with the silly question.
Okay.
If you were any food item, what food item would you be and why?
That's really difficult, Melanie, because there's a couple. I think the food item I would be fried dough, because fried dough would be, I love fried dough. Like that's like my go-to fair food. Out of all the food I could go to at the fair, fried dough is my favorite fair food.
All right. And now for the serious question.
Okay.
If you had to say one thing to the world about the capabilities of disabled people, what would it be?
Don't judge a disabled person by their being disabled. See what they're capable of doing. and how that they would be able to don't just sorry, just they don't think that they're because of their disability, they're stupid. They're a person like a normal person.
All right.
Thank you, Mary. Fried dough is my favorite fair food as well. All that warm, gooey goodness of the, oh my. All right, now I'm getting hungry. And nobody has fried dough anywhere near me, which is a shame. All right, last and certainly not least, we have Deanna, and she's going to be asking her questions to Kalia.
Did we lose Deanna?
Oh, no.
No, I think she's just muted.
Oh,
There you
Deanna,
go.
you're muted, honey. Are you able to get your mute button? There we go.
Okay. Unmute there.
You got it, Deanna. It's
Okay.
a off mute. I'll take the silly question first.
Okay. Now, if you were Miss Wheelchair New York, what would you do when you're out of town by yourself on your alone time? Would you
Well-
just lay in the motel room, or would you actually go out and do something?
I would actually go out and do something because part of my platform said that visibility is important. It's important for me to be out in the community and interact with the non-disabled community.
Mhm.
That's number one. Number two, I'm a social butterfly. What do I look like being
Right?
in a hotel room by myself with these earrings? Are y'all serious?
That's funny.
No, I would be out socializing. And like Farzana said, and Mary said, it's very important that when I walk into a room, I walk into the room first and that my
Right.
disability comes after. That is really important to me that when I
Mhm.
mentor young women with disabilities that are interviewing for employment, that you walk into a room first, your essence, your spirit, your personality, and then your mobility devices comes after you.
Right. I'm all about the earring. All about the earrings. Okay, now my serious question is, you say you're a travel trainer. What part of that would you bring to the table as Miss Wheelchair New York?
Well, as Miss Wheelchair New York, it's really important to me to express and be a representative of empowerment. And travel training is a part of being independent. It opens up so much independence for us as people with disabilities. As I said to all of you and to the judges before, being handcuffed by Accessoride or paratransit for people out there that are not in New York City is a horrible feeling. We want to give people that feeling of spontaneity, of independence, and of empowerment. There is no way we can work and live in this city or in cities across America and not know how to travel on our own and independently of paratransit. As we spoke with Denise earlier, I'm not from upstate New York. I'm actually a Brooklyn, New York girl. And I thought it was really striking to me how you guys could be just 3 hours away and not have accessibility in cabs and local transportation. It is definitely an eye opener to me as someone who has a very love-hate relationship with MTA and New York City Transit, about the challenges in the system here and about the challenges on Accessori. I actually use paratransit because I am a wheelchair user. So every single time MTA identifies a station as accessible, quote unquote accessible, via an elevator or an escalator, I physically go to each station. And I want to see, does that elevator work? Does that transit worker know where the elevator is? And let me walk outside. Let me look at the topography. Let me look around, look at the surrounding area. Can I get to that train station? Yes, it might have an elevator, but does it have a curb cut to get there? Do I have to walk upstairs? Is there a bridge? So it is my job, literally, to go to each station and see what the accessibility is. So as Miss Wheelchair New York, that would definitely be a part of my platform. In fact, it's a part of my daily life. It's not outside of what I do every single day as a woman and as a mother here in New York.
Great, good answer. And then,
Thank you, Kalian. Thank you, Deanna.
thank you.
So having been a judge in the past at other state pageants and at a local pageant, I now know that the real work is done. Shamika has judging coordination under control. And while the judges are completing their score sheets, we're going to have the opportunity to hear from our current title holder, Heather Horwoodell, so she can tell us about her year as Ms. Wheelchair New York. Heather?
Okay. Yes, with that, with our judges, I opened the room back up. So if you just click to join, I think they already did. They figured it out. Awesome. So yes, Heather. I'll hear from
Did you mean to invite me to,
No, nope, just the judges. You guys
Okay.
here.
No, I didn't get an invite.
I did though.
Yeah,
I did.
only the judges.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't get it.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find you. All right. All right, here you go, Melanie.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Honestly, Heather, we're going to give you a chance to talk.
Yes, sorry about that, Heather. More technical difficulties.
Not a
Just
problem.
making sure our judges are where I think everybody's there now.
Yes, looks like it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Heather. Now we're going to give you the chance.
All right, thank you, Denise. And wow, the judges really have their work cut out for them. That was great, all three of you. Thank you. As Denise said, my name is Heather Horwoodell. I am Miss Wheelchair New York 2022. And my platform was advocate, educate, motivate, and empower. And I got the opportunity to work with different people in the disability community and help them learn how to advocate for themselves or just to continue their advocacy work, and also help the community learn how to include people with disabilities in the community, not just in the community, but in the process of making the community accessible to them, and make sure that they can live their lives the way that they want to, the way that works best for them. It's been an amazing year. I've gotten the opportunity to do so many different things that I probably wouldn't have had the chance to had had it not been for the Miss Wheelchair New York organization. I've met so many amazing different advocates through the different projects that I've worked on. I am continuing to work on projects like helping make school playgrounds accessible, helping hospitals get more accessible equipment. At nationals, I got the opportunity to meet 21 other amazing women who are now part of my family. And I get to talk to them, and we still talk and bounce ideas off of each other, and just learning about their platforms and the way their lives are affected and the way that they get to live their lives and what they've done. And it has been an amazing experience, and I know all three of you, whether you win or not today, will continue to be incredible advocates. And you are also now part of that same community of Miss Wheelchair New York. I don't know. So
I just
anybody
want to
have,
say that seeing you complete your year, Heather, is one of those moments that I'm really proud of. So Stephanie just sent me a text message that said, I see you trying not to cry. And it's true, because Shamika and Deanna are two of my girls. Like, I was coordinator when they were Miss Wheelchair New York. So I always feel proud of them as they go on and do good things, because I gave them an opportunity. And Heather and I knew each other for a couple of years, and I had always said to her, you ought to think about Miss Wheelchair New York. You ought to think about Miss Wheelchair New York. And finally, Heather did Miss Wheelchair New York. And I was so excited, and I had the opportunity to drive her around to a couple of events and show her off, so to speak, at a couple of places. And I kept telling her, you're going to do great. You're going to do great. It's going to be a year that can change your life. And now getting to see you think back after the year, you would not have given this same speech last year with the poise and the confidence and the self-assuredness. So being able to watch that growth in you has been wonderful, just as a bystander and community member. I'm thrilled that you had the chance to do what you've got to do this year, to develop your platform, to continue to grow. We're proud of you. And we know that you're, is what I used to say to Shamika, you're in now. Now you don't get to run away, because you've had the Kool-Aid and you're part of the program now. So expect that we're going to use you. Shamika's going to call on you. I know, because she calls on me, and I'm happy to help support what is happening in the next round of contestants.
Absolutely.
To you. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you. And I can still remember the event that we went to, and it was for the ADA celebration. And up until that point, I had told you public speaking is not my thing. It terrifies me. And we get to the event, and once we got there, I found out that I was speaking. And it was amazing. It was actually the first event that I had to do a speaking part. And I was a little nervous, but not nearly as nervous as I had ever been. So thank you for helping me with that and helping me grow my confidence. Along with
You just have to
everybody.
rip the Band-Aid off and do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought it was a very funny and great way to do that.
So what she's referencing is I didn't tell her she was going to be up on stage as one of the speakers that day. So when she got there and saw that there was a spot next to me for her, she just kind of looked at me. I said, oh, you'll be fine. Kalia's going, what? Nobody else is going to accept an invitation with me now because now they know my tricks. But she did a great job. And she got an
I'll be
interview
there.
on the local TV station out of it. She, with the radio station, with a newspaper, she did fine. She did great. I wasn't worried about her.
And it was a great experience, and having you there next to me, I knew there was nothing to worry about.
I did it with Shamika too, I'm pretty sure. I probably did it with Deanna as well. It's one of those things. So I see that the judges have returned, which is great. So I have the honor of explaining who's going to be announcing who's going to be the next Ms. Wheelchair New York. I'd like to thank the judges once again. And as we spotlight the contestants, Mary and Farzana and Kalia, say kudos to you. You heard me say before that not being a winner, not being named Ms. Wheelchair New York doesn't mean you're not a winner. It just means that you don't have to do the work this time. And you are absolutely all worthy of the title. You could all do the job and you would all do a great job. So our second runner-up today in Ms. Wheelchair New York is Mary Langelier from Niskayuna. Congratulations, Mary. Certainly proud of you and the work that you did to get here and to take this step. I hope that you will continue to advocate. So now we have two ladies, and as I said, being first runner-up means that you're good enough to do the work, but we're not going to make you. They're going to make the other person. So our first runner-up is Farzana Ali. Congratulations, Farzana, which means that our new Ms. Wheelchair New York is Kalia Hazlett. Congratulations, Kalia.
Woohoo!
Ms. Wheelchair New York 2023. So I know you're celebrating. I just wanted to let you know because I forgot this year's title holder, in addition to receiving prizes that she'll be getting her crown and sash, she's also going to be receiving $700 to put towards her Ms. Wheelchair America application fee, courtesy of the money that was raised through the pageant and Heather Horwedel, Ms. Wheelchair New York 2022. So that is coming to you. Thank you, Heather, and the Ms. Wheelchair New York Board of Directors. And congratulations to all of you. Kalia, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I would like to say something. Thank you, first of all, Miss Wheelchair New York organization, for allowing me to be a part of this. I don't want to call it a competition. I want to call it this welcome wagon. Miss Andrews, thank you so much for walking me through this process. Heather, thank you for your generosity towards the organization. Farzana and Mary, oh my goodness, ladies, I hope that we are still connected. Dr. Ali and Mary, thank you so much. Denise, I think you're my spirit animal. And you told that story to me earlier. I was looking around saying, oh my goodness, that is totally me. I am not here thinking I'm going to win. I'm here to meet amazing, wonderful people and to be visible to other people with disabilities and explain my life and share my life and my vulnerabilities. So I am truly shocked. Thank you so much. And I look forward to fulfilling my duties as Miss Wheelchair New York. Go New York! Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I should have said, if for
Congratulations.
any reason Kalia is not able to fulfill her duties, we will then tap Farzana. So Farzana, don't go leaving the country or anything like that, because we'll be keeping an eye out.
Don't leave me, Farzana.
I'm seriously thrilled to meet all of you virtually. Thank you for being so accommodating, judges and contestants. Thank you to Shamika for organizing all of this and for putting this together. This was wonderful to be able to do it virtually. It's not the same as being in person, but hopefully we can schedule something where we can all get together in person and we can have, maybe we'll all have to go to New York, or you'll have to come up here. I'll get Mary on a train and we'll get down to New York.
No, you won't. Yes, you will. Come on down to Brooklyn, Mary. I got you. Come on down to Brooklyn, Mary. We'll go to that play together.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Shamika, do we have any closing remarks, or are we all set?
I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Denise, for always being there for me and throwing me into this whole, Miss Wheelchair New York experience. I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you, Heather, for all of the work and support throughout your year. You're awesome. I know you jumped over many hurdles that you didn't think you would be able to do. Done a fabulous job. I appreciate you and I appreciate your friendship. Thank you to all of the women that participated today. I will be in touch with you, whether you were crowned today or not. I will be in touch. And Kalia, I will definitely be in touch with you. We'll start planning out some stuff and things like that. So with that, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you to our audience, our judges. I appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a great day.
Have a
Thank
great day,
you.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Denise, call me.
I will.
Thank you.